What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. If it's your very first time here, I'm your girl Janae, and today's video is going to be about how to stay focused when the noise is loud. Meaning noise, meaning distractions. Getting into this video, a perfect example for me is, I remember I had this job, right? And I was really trying to focus on it was a new job, so I was trying to focus on the layout, how the business works, you know, where everything's coming from. In the midst of me trying to hear the word that I need to hear, what I heard was so many different voices, and it was not only the voice that was in my head, but it was all of the noise, all of the voices around me. I think that it is super important that when you are in an environment that is loud, or you're in a space of destruction, because that's what I feel like it's like a huge crash that's about to come, and like you know, and it's like you hear it coming. It's so loud, but I need to get out the way. I need to find a way to get out the way. You know what I mean? And so when we're in that time, you know, you got to learn how to be comfortable with being uncomfortable, I should say. It's a saying that. And in order to be comfortable with being uncomfortable, it's going to take a lot of consistency, and it's going to take a lot of discipline. Meaning, like, you're just going to have to learn how to block it out, and that's where the discipline comes from. It's going to be more so about learning how to adjust to the new environments, how to adjust to the new sounds, how to adjust to the new chapter in your life that you're going through. You know, you may be starting a new job, since we're on jobs, and you're gonna have to learn a whole new technique, and you're gonna have to be around a whole lot of different people that it's like, I prefer to just be in my little box in my room and not be around all these people. But when you are in a moment of your time, of your life, and you have to be able to grow, you have to put yourself in these environments that's going to allow you, that's going to challenge you to adjust, I should say. And so when you're trying to adjust and it gives you anxiety, or for me, it's like, shut the up. And you know, it just
Meow, 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 meow.
Meow, 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 meow. Shut the fuck up.
it just drives me insane, you know, and I just feel a little unease, you know. It says in 1 Peter 5 verse 7, chapter 5 verse 7, cast all your anxiety on God because he cares for you. So the way that I am learning to cast my anxiety on God is by taking a stop and just kind of breathing and just kind of redirecting those negative thoughts, because those negative feelings. You know how you feel something in your bones and it's just like, I just don't feel right. Cast that on God. And also, while you're casting, since building a relationship with God is like a partnership, a relationship, learn how to partner with God. As you cast your anxiety on him, you're going to have to use you as well and step away from certain areas that makes you feel unease. You know what I'm saying? And when you do that, I'm not saying just completely quit the job or get away from it, but go step away, go take a break, go take a breather, go get a woosah in. Or if you are really good at just nam yo horenge kyo, right?
Nam yo horenge kyo.
Hey, Frost. Turn the music up. Straight up.
Right in the middle of it, child, with all the noise. Tina Turner, shout out, that's my girl. Do just that so that you can get a clear mind in your next season. You have to be able to adjust in your next season, and you have to be able to have a clear mind in your next season. Not only do you have to have those two, you have to be able to take action during all of the chaos. I remember I was telling somebody, it was like, because I'm single, right? And I was like, I don't want, you know, to have a man and bring him into my chaos, da-da-da-da. But I was just watching church and TD Jakes, and one of the words was, you know, people are going to have to accept you for your craziness and for your goodness. They can't just accept you for what they see on the outside. Because I got to go home and face those demons when I get home, or face the noise that's in my head when I get home. And what I'm supposed to just expect my man to just turn me off at that time? No. You're going to have to accept my crazy, because, babe, I'm going to come home and I'm not going to feel like I'm in the mood. And we're going to be able to have to communicate in order for it could go two ways. You, one, could either piss me off, or two, you can help me woo-saw it down. But I'm just saying, this has nothing to do with a relationship or having a relationship. It has everything to do with learning to accept where you are. Learning to accept, I might have a little things that's off about me, but at least I'm trying to fix those things. We are not like, those people. And in that sermon, hold on, before I go. And in that sermon, TD was talking about a man that was diagnosed with schizophrenia. He was diagnosed with schizophrenia, and he was still able to get awards. So it's like he was super, super intelligent, super, super amazing in his business. But when he come home, he has to face demons. He has to hear voices that nobody else can hear, that only he can hear, that is driving him crazy. And he was still married. And I'm just here to tell you guys that it could still happen for you. You just got to accept where you are, accept your chaos and embrace it, actually, because it is honestly there to help you push through. You can't just be like, oh, it's chaotic right now, I'm just gonna sit with this. Do you know that stagnation will keep you in that chaos? But when you fight to get out of that, trust me, you'll grow and you'll expand mentally, emotionally, physically, probably financially, all okay. Again, y'all know how I tell stories. I be all over the place sometimes.
I keep on chasing the highs. I know I can never get back from Rose.
But I really had good, pure intentions on creating this video on Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. But I think that we should be more thankful every single day outside of Thanksgiving. It's like, and I think that's what this Thanksgiving is doing for me, is helping me understand, like, because I haven't been able to see all of my blessings, or if I have been able to see all of my blessings, I notice that I'm speaking more on the cons than I'm speaking on the pros. And that means you're not being in gratitude, or you're not being as thankful for what you have. And it's not that I'm not thankful or I don't have gratitude for everything that God is blessing me with. I just think that because I wish I had more, I wish I could be in a different space, or I'm tired of being in the same space. It kind of drives me up a wall. But I say that to say, the reason that you are in the same space that you may have been for years, or whatever the case may be, or you've seen some things go up and then it's back down and it goes back up. Hi, baby. The reason for that is because that's up to you. It's what you're allowing to happen in your life. And we can get out of that. We can free ourselves from stagnation. We can free ourselves from being in a chaotic mentality. We can free ourselves from being ungrateful, all by just being grateful, by making moves, and by just being positive in times of destruction. Life ain't supposed to be easy. Some nigga some guy told me, and it was the only thing that has ever stuck with me. He was the worst guy that I've ever met in my entire life. He told me, I said, woo, life is crazy. He said, life is real. I will never, ever, ever forget that, because it is real. We all want to live in this fantasy life and live off social media and see everybody else's little perfect life. Meanwhile, we got to come back home and figure it out ourselves. And that's what we got to do. We got to stop being so distracted by the outside world and start focusing on what we have now, today, in our own lives, so that we can elevate ourselves to help others elevate themselves. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're doing, whoever's elevated. They just elevated themselves, and now they're sharing it, so maybe it'll give you some inspiration. And that's what I'm willing to receive. So if you watch this video to the end, it's about over, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I hope this word helped, and I will see you in my next video. Ciao, ciao.
Let's not forget. Let's not forget.